Hello and welcome back to the Deepest of Silvertail. We're back in Legend of Keepers, and at long last, the engineer is available. Or, technically, was available from last week. Why is that glowing? I don't know. Maybe the levels got reset or something? I really don't know, and I don't really care, because this is what today is about. The engineer. It was...
many ideas!
I know exactly how you feel. So many ideas. I'll read the biography, but species monkey. I mean, I wouldn't have guessed, if I'm honest, just to look at them. But anyway, it was a bit frustrating to effectively have just posted the last video right after. I mean, it's not like I would have been playing the engineer last time anyway. Because, well, yeah, I wouldn't have, because I was finishing with the enchanters, of course. I'll stop rambling. Anyway, Lyra, only 36? How old is the slave keeper? I could probably check, but I don't want to. Also known as subject 9001. Okay, I think I get the reference there. A monkey, that sort of age. Yeah. Anyway. Lyra is the fruit of an unapproved experiment by the Dungeons Company. So, okay. She is at higher rescue than the square root of Proxima Centauri's core temperature. It's the sun, isn't it? Multiplied by adamantium's fusion point to the power of 4. I mean, I can't even imagine what that number is, but I know that it's going to be higher than anything's IQ can possibly be. Surely. She only trusts her own ability to transform animal objects into death machines. If I were you, I wouldn't sit at her desk, and I wouldn't touch her pen holder either. That's a very specific set of examples, but okay. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit giddy. I've been waiting for the engineer since this came out. The engineer always was going to be the one I was going to like most, because it's all about the traps. And I love the traps in this game. Right, I'm definitely... Headslinger Roaster Mechanic. Are these traps, or are these their monsters? Oh yeah, those are the monsters. Looks like a very different set of monsters, which is quite intriguing. I can't wait. Level 3? Oh, that's interesting. There's actually different... I might need to look into that when I'm done with playing. Probably selected archetype reward. Oh, giant mushroom. Wow, it feels like I've not even... Well, I mean, the game had a massive update after, while I was in the middle of my last playthrough, so obviously I haven't seen whatever's new. Wow, I feel quite blown away right now. So I wish I'd actually had a look. Training price of Mechs reduced. Enhanced armor when a hero is defeated by a mecha. All monsters of the group gain barrier points when a mecha is defeated. This feels very different. Harm's resistance, he was defeated by a trap. Maximum life when attacking, that's good. Price of traps, yeah, here we go. Renting duration of traps reduced by 1.5 weeks. Increasing the price of traps, okay. More on trap upgrades. Demoralized when he was defeated by a trap, okay. I wonder if it says defeated, not killed or chased away, so what would use demoralizing traps? Interesting. Rare trap. Grants regular traps, regular and rare traps. Multi-actions. I mean, this is definitely... enhanced trap. I mean, I'm definitely seeing the traps going absolutely crazy. I mean, it's all about the traps. And mecha creatures. I'm just... Sorry, I mean, I know I can't upgrade any of these, but this gives me a good idea of how this one is meant to be played, because there's
Let's go!
Yeah, there's a solid chance that I'll, lose the first time, because that would make sense. Okay, who do I even have here? Henry. That's a remarkably normal name. Anyway, okay, fine. Henry. Hello, Henry. Okay, applies poison to everyone. I like that. Let me see. Morale down. Applies advanced. Oh, applies advanced trap to the next trap when they're defeated. So, okay, that's interesting. When the mechanic is defeated. Oh, like you're the mechanic? Physical damage. Gain damage dealt as barrier points. Wow, this feels very different. So, physical damage and morale. That's nice. With demoralized 3 on everyone, that's pretty useful. Oh, that's very useful, and I got 2 of these guys. 2 of these guys? Oh yeah. Why couldn't I read that as being the same thing? What do you do? Nature damage. Loses 30 damage points to perform additional attack. So it's all about the barrier. All monsters in the group gain 25% of the mechanic's power as barrier points. So I mean, it feels like these ones work well together. What do you do? Burning, that's not bad. Self-protection 3 gains barrier points. You don't say. Wow. I mean, this feels like an entirely different game. So what do we even have here? This is probably the most important thing. More morale with enhanced traps. Damage with broken armor. Physical damage. The next group of monsters gets 50% of damage dealt to the target as barrier points. Okay. These barrier points just keep on popping up. I assume they're an engineer-specific thing. But let's just get in and see how this works. I guess at the front, I'm tempted to go for demoralization because it's been so long. It's been so long since I tried to demoralize these twits. Oh, you. I'm not sure I want to demoralize you. I think I want you to be very not around anymore. So I could totally apply a ridiculous amount of demoralize to these guys. Look at all these, well not you, but these ones are all like mechas, officially. You burn everyone. Is power equal to the... It's 5 power points for attacking that is under 50%. Just so many barrier point related things and all that crossing over. I swear, I mean, I feel like I need to be more aware of all this stuff. I mean, you do nature. Let's focus on this again. Nature at the front, air at the back, fire everywhere. That's familiar anyway. You're all bad against fire, well, except you. And bad against nature, that's unexpected. You're better against air, so I guess we'll put you guys at the back. And the Mad Doctor at the front. Because, I mean, if we're all about the traps, we might as well get the enhanced trap thing. So we'll use you. Gnome Technician. I mean, is this trap just the annoyance of having to listen to a drill? It's kind of what it sounds like. Right. And you will give barrier to the team which likes to get barrier. Well, they all like to get barrier, but you get what I mean. These ones, is... will you gain more barrier? And it's you. You do more damage when you have lots of barrier. You're not good against air, you are good against nature, decent against fire, none of you are really good against air. So I guess we'll put you at the back and hope he doesn't one-shot you. I mean, or I could just put you in the middle, because then you're protected on both sides. Look at these guys. I mean, this is a very different thing. Oh. I wanted to get a better look at that. Went by so fast. Just sitting in the little control room. Oh, right, of course, you move them around. Why did I bother putting them where I wanted them? Toxins or pheromones? What is this face? Oh, unwavering. Frantic. Ah! It's actually describing the effect I saw before. Ah, okay. They regain morale when they beat up a monster. They lose morale when others are defeated. They take more damage when they're demoralized. So, I mean, it's possible that I should be doing like a, demoralizing strategy on the front, just to make them take more damage, then go for an attack strategy at the back. I don't really... Oh, wait, there's my abilities. Does nature damage and morale and applies poison to everyone. So that's pretty decent for just a bit of everything. Smacks them, or smacks them again. Okay. So I'm thinking to myself, if I hit them with morale here at the front, then physical at the back, whichever they're weakest on, the master's middle ability can monopolize on it? I mean, at this point, the way they changed it, it seems, demoralizing them doesn't hurt. Oh, you didn't even get a chance to, do war. Helmet cannon. You're shooting a helmet at them? I assume that's an old hero's helmet. Explosive head. Oh, I see. So you've chopped off someone's... I mean, you called a head slinger. What was I expecting? I guess I didn't really register his name. Okay, so you've chopped off a hero's head, and you either shoot their head full of bombs or the helmet. Physical damage and lots of morale. Okay, takes additional time if the target's morale is under 75. Oh, okay, so that can like really finish someone off. Yeah, I would think that the exploding head of one of your former, or of a former hero would definitely be very detrimental to your morale. So what do you do? Oh. Okay, so it was just literally the demoralizingly annoying sound of... Never mind, okay. Okay, lots of morale down. I can see that having a targeting laser on you would make you feel a bit, not great. Nature damage and poison. Physical damage, and they get more barrier points. Tempting, since they are intended to be very barrier-based, but I feel like I want to go for this. It takes more damage from traps, and that'll get them more barrier points anyway, right? Because they get barrier points based on how much damage this one does. Good grief, it feels like I'm relearning this entire game again. Okay, right, didn't see that. I didn't think it was going to do that much damage. So you're very unhappy. Which doesn't, all of the monsters gain 25% mechanics power as barrier points. Or... yeah, sure, just put a wrench in their plans. Put them tish. You demoralized yet? Still not frantic. Interesting. Does poison, not bad. I think at this point we can just focus on the attack. I feel like this one's has got to have a lot of potential. Wait. Oh. Sorry, when I saw Human Hunter I thought, he's a human? It's like, oh no, he hunts humans. That makes more sense. Okay, that applies remarkably little barrier, actually. Not worth it. Silly me, I thought that'd be worth it. Anyway. I mean, I'm liking the barrier, though. It's like... I feel like I feel like all this barrier has got to have a lot of potential. And I say that based on the fact that it's like healing, except not healing. You prevent damage from happening. So if your abilities are effectively healing you, but not actually healing you, then unless they have, like, you know, barrier avoiding attacks. Sacks of all penalties increased by 2. I do like this trap. I do like this trap. You know what, we'll go for this one. I like traps that hit everyone, you know? Yeah, I should have seen that one coming. I mean, it almost feels like I have to, don't I? It's kind of the whole point here. Right. Both good. But I mean, you're like... increases penalties. I'm not really doing a lot of penalties right now. So we'll do you. And I like what you do. Because, you know, you do damage, and then you know, give barrier to the barrier team. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing. What do you call it? A demoralizing team and yoink. A demoralizing team and a, you know, barrier abusing team. Oh god. Sure. Let's just buy them a second hairbrush. I am never taking that event lightly again. Not since it killed a character, you know, a monster I liked. I feel like I'm barely doing anything this time. I'm just weirdly giddy. Evil shop. This is a new background. What on earth is this weird, creepy place? Ooh, what was this a statue of? Here I am admiring the scenery when I should be putting down monsters to brutally and savagely murder everything. Right, ice damage, air damage, more air damage. Well, you guys are decent against air. And okay-ish against ice. I guess I'll put you here, I'll put you there, and you over here. I should probably use Broil at some point, because, you know, fire damage and burn, it sounds pretty handy to me. Ooh, I like the dragon motif, but then I would. Okay. I'm kind of leaning on this whole setup. Right, you do penalties and penalties. I'm not really applying a lot of penalties this time, which feels strange to me, of course, because of just how many penalties I was applying before. I mean, the Enchantress was all about penalties and triggering penalties and all that jazz. Are those balls that, like... I still have not gotten a very good look at the Master setup. And to be fair, it would probably be best if I never get a good look at the Master's setup. Does that mean they never get there? So for a moment I was just watching this little floating thing, because I almost swore that it reacted to the thing going past, but I guess it's just swinging. Let's demoralize them! I imagine if both of these things actually get their attack, then they can actually do a ridiculous amount of morale damage, because these things are, yeah, they're additive, and they go down gradually. So they can do a lot of demoralizing very fast. So far this is going okay, although this one's going to be the real test. Oh wow, they're all still alive. I mean, I'm surprised. I didn't even look at these things' abilities. Get rid of penalty. Ugh, give morale back. Maybe this was the wrong call. Oh well. Poison and demoralization seem like a pretty good combination here. This is a shame. Those three almost survived. Probably going to put them all on break now. That was a shame. I guess you'll have to die. The rest might run off, though. We're taking a nice balanced approach to our hero abuse. Bye-bye. Ah. You're new and you look amazing. You've got like a mechanical hawk. That's fun. I mean, I love the dog Magus. You know me, I love that one. And that thing has some really good capability to apply poison, which is in keeping with what we're doing. And this one's very in keeping with the morale strategy. But this guy... Okay, what do you do? What do you do? Physical damage increases by 100%. The Hawk Trainer has barrier points. Okay, double damage if you have barrier points. And physical at the back is normally a pretty good thing, because the ones at the back normally have bad physical. And also fire damage and burn. You know, you would work pretty well on the back team, the one that is likely to always have barrier points. Sadly, you all need to take a break. Has barrier points. Well, at this point, I need to move someone. You know, we'll move you here. You can be like a Bernie... Well, actually, you're literally Team Burn right now, aren't you? Yeah, sure, that kind of works out. Mostly so. Now, let's have a look at what these guys actually get. You get barrier points when they take damage from poison? Oh. I didn't... If there are 3 heroes left. Okay, well, that kind of works well for you. I guess we'll have to see the therapist, won't we? Just because, yeah. Anyway, let's send someone on a business trip. Oh wait, that was probably a bad idea. If a demon. I don't really have many demons. Oh, this'll get you... remoralized. I realize that's not a word. The decanter. Accept 30 tears for 15 blood. I mean, it's a net increase, so I'll do it. And I think I'm going to be getting more blood than tears, especially in this next fight, because my morale team is out. I feel like I'm really going to be switching between morale and regular attack, but at least at this point, morale has a benefit, even if you can't completely demoralize them. What do you do? Oh, stunning. That's annoying. So we have air and fire at the back, and physical at the front. I guess I'm going to put you here. I mean, I would have hoped that someone sitting in a suit of armor sort of thing. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that you don't have a lot of armor, sir, because you could be wearing something. I know the Hulk. I mean, did the engineer decide to make you a killer Hulk out of your armor? Is that why you don't have any anymore? Said they could make a killer machine out of just about anything. So is that how that works? I don't know. Anyways, physical damage and broken armor. I guess we're not going for you because we're really not going for that sort of strategy anymore. Armor down. Yeah, we'll hit you with this, because no, actually, no, we won't. The next one is, team barrier usage, so we'll stick with that. What's your armor like? It's not great, but it's not bad either. Yeah, so it's like air and fire at the back. I don't really have anyone who resists all of those. Oh, right, you resist neither. You're just dead. I mean, flat out dead, but then you honestly would be as well. I mean, you all get an attack before things go really bad, so... Okay, sacrificial altar, maybe? What is this background? It's kind of, freaky. Okay, definitely some sort of balls, but I assume they're like explosives or grenades or something. And stun. That's annoying. Fire damage and burn, which I do like. I feel like I'm doing more damage this way, though. Go, Hawkeye. That was fast. I mean, that'd be handy. And it's not like you're under a lot of attack. So you know what, let's use you to try and keep Hawk Guy alive a little longer. And of course it won't matter if he gets stunned. Or just gets killed straight out. Okay, that was a bad call. I didn't notice that you had the skill to avoid traps. Then I guess maybe I didn't look closely enough. Oh well, what am I going to do this time? Guess we'll just hit them with something to hurt them. That first round didn't go well at all. Yeah, let's just go for the wrench. Didn't that give them barrier points? Isn't that meant to give them barrier points? That doesn't just hit the one on the back, does it? I don't remember. Come to think of it, really. Guess if we do this, you'll get some barrier points anyway. Yes, because you get more of them when they're poisoned. So that's how you work. Guess maybe I'll just keep raining poison on them with you then. It might help you survive a little bit. And if nothing else, the poison will definitely not hurt. Well, it may not hurt us, it'll hurt them. Well, your survival from the first... Oh, no, we didn't save him at all. Oh well. We saved him from being hit by Air Guy, so... That's something.
Work harder, kill harder.
We finally get a good look at you in your little control room thing. Barrier machine? Okay, right, you hit the back and you get barrier points for damaging them. 21 plus 100% of your barrier points as physical damage to everyone. Whoa, that will take out 2 of them. I kind of have to do that, don't I? What was this one again? Oh, Radiant Bomb. Sure. Throw a bomb. Oh, so that's what these things are. It's your little bombs. I mean, I figured they were bombs, but I didn't realize they weren't just like part of the scenery, that they actually meant something. Artifact. Haste if they have barrier points. Okay, that's interesting. Let's go for this one, just because we do have a lot of mechas, and I'm very much leaning on using this particular boss's particular interests. Nah. What are you selling? Nothing that I want. Bye-bye. Oh darn, soon I'll be at the end of the episode. That's a shame. When the demon is defeated. Give. Oh, I can just get an upgrade for my employee? Sure. Here you go. Never say that we don't remember our employees' birthdays. Not your birthday, you say? Shut up. Even an engineer needs to have a workout from time to time. Apparently. How are your resistances? Your resistances aren't too bad. Your physical isn't great. We'll go for health, because it doesn't use up all of my tiers that way. All my blood, though. More adventures. Now, who needs a break? You need a break. Ah, but you guys are feeling fine now. We'll put you back here, because you like your barrier points. I guess we'll keep you here for the moment. Back to demoralizing my foes. Oh, you need a break too. These guys have got, like, no morale. That's a problem. I guess I'll move you back here, just because. Seems like the engineer is not a really good boss, because their employees are not a happy bunch. So we'll hit them with some morale. Now, oh, it's you. Fortunately, we've met you before, after your no clothing phase, so that's good. Nice damage at the front. Ugh, morale loss is down. And we're not trying to demoralize you, per se. We're just trying to increase the damage you take by demoralizing you a little. Air at the back, ice and fire at the front. Yeesh. Double yeesh. I guess we'll set up this way, because that kind of works. Wait, what's the back? Air is at the back. You resist air better. Fine. We'll just go with that. Now, the next group of monsters gains 50% of damage dealt to the target. Oh, you do just hit the back. You have very little armor, though, so that might actually be better. You do damage to everyone and break all their armor, of which they don't have very much. Yeah, well, no. I mean, they do want barrier, so we'll do it that way. That's a tricky one. I don't like traps that only hit one of the enemies, because that kind of goes against my whole kill them all thing. Not great against ice, okay against fire. Any of you actually good against air? You kind of, but he does a lot of damage. Still, you might survive one round. What more can I really hope for? The demoralizing sound of a jackhammer.
Holly!
Ow. You know what, rather than barrage you, I'm just gonna get some of the damage going.
I'm giving in.
Because that means you're kind of not really the demoralized team anymore. Okay, that worked out okay. Your health is higher than I thought. Am I looking at the wrong thing? I don't know. Anyway. That's one creepy weapon you have there.
I'm committed.
The motif of the places for this, for the engineer are quite... It's quite an interesting sort of design that the engineer uses. All of these sort of, spiritual places except with human sacrifice.
I'm committed.
Well, I mean, a lot of spiritual places have human sacrifice. That's kind of, as old as time. But not these particular spiritual scenes aren't well known for it. That thing seems to do a lot of damage to whoever's at the back. Like a disproportionate amount of it. Damage taken from traps. Well, there's not much point of that, so we'll just apply the poison and let the demoralizing that's on you currently increase the damage you take from this lot. But I guess I'm going to let you apply a bit more everything, because then you can really get your double shot going. Fun. That's one down. See, this is the nice thing about barrier. It has the potential, if I really go overboard with it, to be a great way of keeping all my monsters from dying, or at least not dying too fast. Swoop in, oh mechanical hawk. I'm going to call you Well, I've already kind of called you Corky, but I was going to go with something more cool, like Abdiel, Polar Portal. Applies an additional sack if ice resistance is negative. I mean, that's a little tempting, but it's not exactly in keeping with what my deck is currently doing. See, the Poison Cloud, I've got Poison going already. I might as well get that better. Well, sadly, I think I'm going to have to call this episode here. It's kind of interesting, just how different the engineer feels like they play. But, again, it's possible that they all play differently now. And I just was late on the update. Because I guess I don't really know how much the game updating changes a game that's already started. But if I was being wise, I'd post these things more regularly and play it more regularly because it's early access, it's updating. But, well, I just can't be doing that right now. Anyway, thank anyone who was watching for watching. This was Silvertail. Be sure to come back if you like what you see, and remember to always pack a plan D, because here there be dragons.